guys, this is my neighbor Logan, and he's wonderfully coming over to cut my grass. Good morning, Madeline and Timothy.
Good morning, Dad. Morning, Dad.
Daddy's off to another appointment, so Mama's going to be chauffeuring us all around again, right?
Okay. Is it by me to like this? A circle? Like
Yes, that's right. We had a very positive experience at the Ostomy Care and Supply in New West. If you or a family member or friend are in a similar situation and like more information, reach out to me directly. I'd be happy to share why I had a positive experience. The nursing center, they're good too. However, here, our expectations were met and they went above and beyond. Lisa was really good at explaining a lot of things and answering all my questions. It is private care, so there is a consultation fee and visitation fee per appointment. However, the $120 is waived if you buy supplies from them, which we plan to do. They also do same-day shipping. Anything $50 and above on your order is shipped for free. Oh, the supplies. It's amazing. And that's another wall of ostomy supply and all of this. And so we're going to be picking up a bunch of these now to help with removing the stickiness. Here we go again. Going to the cancer care clinic. Very nice. Yeah. Isaiah. All right, here we go. 6:30, off to the hospital. So I can sign the paperwork. And here we go. All checked in and waiting for the nurse to bring me in, stick in the IV, and begin the Portacath surgery. So, oof, here we go. Getting out again. Alright, so here we are, getting closer to my surgery, and as expected because of my hydration issue, the first find wasn't good, but the friendly giant nurse, who I didn't ask for consent to use his name, but he was a wonderful gentleman, he got the second one going. So now I have my IV going and antibiotic. So why do I need antibiotic? Well, the greatest concern for the Portacath right now is installed is basically the infection of it, and it needs about 10 days to heal. So because it needs the 10 days to heal, we're getting some pre-antibiotics, and I'll be sent home with antibiotics. But that also means that on Friday for my chemo, they can't use that port yet. So it means someone at the cancer care is going to have to hook me up, and that means my bottle's going to run from there too. So that's new surprise news to me, and it's going to be a challenge, but hey, day by day, right? So that's going to be 2 days with a bottle like that. And yeah, so I think we're getting ready to go into surgery soon. And so I'll be getting some sedative through my IV line and some local freezing. Anyone who's got dentures done before, it's going to be very similar, and I'll be able to feel the pressure and hear things, but supposedly not feeling any pain. So off we go.
Well, you'll feel pain unfortunately when the local goes in.
Oh right, yeah, just like bee stings, which I unfortunately stepped on a beehive before, unintentionally, and got stung many times. So.
Yeah, that happened to us once.
Oh no! And we are out. Oops, actually I'm still tied down with a bunch of lines and just monitoring my vitals. So I'll show you guys the port later. This is in recovery. I need to stop coming here. Okay, just getting a little x-ray here. Look at this big portable machine. It's one of the bigger ones. Usually I have the little tiny one. Hey. So, I have my Portacath installed. And after I had it installed, got the rundown of things I can't do. Can't lift anything more than 10 pounds. And I feel okay right now, but as Janice reminded me, it's because I got, what is it in me?
Fentanyl.
Oh, fentanyl. Okay, I fentanyl me. I kind of forgot. So I was actually wearing my backpack, and one of the nurses chased me down and said, "Get that backpack off." And I was like, "Oh yeah, totally forgot," because it's like right there. So oops. Anyways, on our way out, we decided to drop by the cancer care clinic and ask some questions. The social worker, she was awesome. Didn't ask for consent for her name, but just a wonderful lady, and answered a lot of our questions. And basically, she's the liaison to my oncologist too, so that we have a very efficient use of his time. So, anyways, yeah, Friday I'm going to start my first chemo. Unfortunately, they're going to have to find a vein and put in an IV in, and I'm a hard find right now because of my hydration status issue. In the past, it's like my veins, you just stare at it and you'll see it. But anyways, that's that. So on my way home to continue with some rest and hydration. So yeah. As always, if you guys feel like leaving a comment or asking questions, do so below, and when I have energy, I will definitely respond back. Bye-bye. Alright buddy, I know in the video I mentioned I'd show you my port, but I can't because I need to wait for it to heal before all the dressing comes off. So what I can show you is, well, as you see, here's all the dressing for where the incision was done in the neck to be able to attach this to the jugular vein, which then goes, it's a big vein going from the neck straight to the heart, so that way they can cram in the medicine quickly and it can dissipate to the rest of my body. You can see right here, that's where the port is, and later when the dressing comes all off and when I do my second chemotherapy, that's when they'll be able to use it. Hopefully we'll be able to film that portion so you can see how that works, how I get connected to get my medicine, and then the baby bottles attached. So yes, my first chemo session will be very different in the sense that they'll have to do the IV, and we'll see how that goes. So actually, I know in the video I said I might have the bottle through the IV, but kind of doesn't make sense to have that. It could be a little bit dangerous. I'll find out on Friday, and of course I'll share. The other part of this video that I wanted to add, yesterday during my surgery afterwards, I was kind of asking if they could stick in more IV for me to cheat, because midnight onwards I wasn't allowed to hydrate myself. And then of course, right up to surgery, I still wasn't able to hydrate myself. So yesterday was a really bad day. My hydration status, once I got home, I started catching up as much as I could, but there's only so much I can drink to let my small intestine absorb the liquids. I can kind of push for about 330 milliliters per hour, which then means I'll break it down into 15 minutes or half an hour. Sometimes, if I really have to, that it really only means about 65 milliliters every 15 minutes. I'll time myself, and then that doesn't get me to 330. That only gets me to about a cup, like 250 milliliters per hour. So that was really hard to get myself rehydrated yesterday, and I ended up with a pee output of only 1.6 liters this morning. So my muscles felt a little bit crampy, but today I'm doing catch up. Thank goodness the day before I had 3.3 liter, knowing that I was going to go into surgery. The day before yesterday, or rather 48 hours before, I did a lot of binging on my liquids. So that would have been like ending on the 10th. My surgery was yesterday on the 11th. No, sorry, I'm getting my dates all wrong. So on the 9th, I was binging like crazy because my surgery was on the 10th, which is yesterday. So on the 9th, I had 3.3 liter output, and that just meant every hour I was shoveling in at least 330 milliliters, and sometimes trying to push it for about like 450 milliliters input. And it just goes to testify how my body, like, I'm just relearning so much. In the past, I could just drink to my heart's content, but now I can't, because if I drink too much, it just comes straight out of the bag. And in fact, minutes after I drink too much in one drink, or if I just drink too much and then 10 or 15 minutes later, if I drink too much again, within minutes it just comes out of my bag, which then is useless and is technically even flushing out nutrition, whatever's in my small intestine that I want it to try to absorb in. The food and all my electrolytes that's in my body, it's coming straight out, so it's not good. Anyways, I just thought that was good to share a little bit for the hydration status, because with chemo happening, depending on how the medicine affects me, I hope not to have diarrhea, which is one of the side effects, because then that will further dehydrate me. If I really do get into that state and I can't keep up, basically I'll go back into the cancer care unit during the times they're open Monday to Friday, or just into ER when they're not open and get IV into me. So that's why I have the port, so it makes it easier. But we are going to pray and hope that that doesn't happen. The other thing that I'm not going to be too happy about is that they do demand that I take an anti-nausea medication before the meds, and I don't take well to those things. So that is my next concern, but we'll just see how it goes and take it day by day. And maybe I just have to really, really take the one before the medication, but then the ones that's prescribed to me, where I'm supposed to take it throughout the day, I may potentially choose to skip that. Very much like how right now I do have a prescription for certain pain medication, but it is a form of narcotic and something else. I forgot what it is. It's not in front of me right now to read it. But anyways, I'm just taking normal Tylenol, and it's good enough to take the edge off of it, so I can heal. As always, thank you so much for watching. If you have questions or comments, leave them down below. I'll answer when I can. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.